another reason why we want to catalog them.
It was one heck of an ambitious project for the city's water department to take on this spring, finding the right outside company for a repainting of all the more than 1,000 fire hydrants in the city limits.
The city has never done a repaint of any of the hydrants since they've been existent. We would go around and we would paint the hydrants just over the paint. So it's good to get a fresh coat.
In order to do it right, the project started with sandblasting off all those mini coats of paint from over the years. One hydrant at a time, top to bottom and everywhere in between. Once the hydrant was down to the metal, it was time to put on a primer coat, gray all over, to help the eventual painting part stay fresh a little longer.
We wanted to go with red. The problem is red is a hard color to come by right now.
That was the original plan for the base of each hydrant, but as you can see, the city had to go with safety yellow instead.
We wanted to distinct the difference between in city limits and out of city limits. So the goal was to have in city limits red, SIDs yellow.
Then it was time to paint the tops, each color representing to the firefighters the gallons per minute that individual hydrant can flow safely.
The green is going to be your highest flow, so when a fire truck is pulling up to put a fire out of a house, they're going to get over 1,000 GPM out of this hydrant if they hook their pumper truck to this. And then if it's orange, it's going to be less than 1,000 to 500 or so, and then 500 and below is going to be the red.
And if too much was taken out of the wrong color hydrant,
if a truck did hook up to that hydrant that was a red and pull it out, they can pull more than it can actually produce, which can actually collapse or break or destroy the water main.
Along with painting all the hydrants in the city limits, the project allowed the water folks to catalog and map all the hydrants, including the ones in the SIDs.
Eventually, the city's going to take over that system where it will eventually be our hydrant.
The hundreds of hydrants were divided into zones of A, B, C, D, and E. Then each one was assigned a number for its zone, complete with a hydrant description, model, year, and type.
Our boundaries go from 128th all the way to about 48th. And then we go from Giles north all the way south to Platteview. So for instance, this hydrant is Section D, hydrant number 178.
Using this system will make maintenance and repair easier going forward, both in the city and in the SIDs.
Look on GIS, we'll look at that tag, and that tag may say B hydrant 122. That will tell us it's this hydrant, this size, it'll need this style of breakaway. I can tell the SID, the manager there, the consultant firm, say, you have a hydrant down, here's the information.
For Papillion Now, I'm Michael Severe.